Donald Trump's warning of 10% tariffs on all imports from countries that oppose this proposal to acquire Greenland created an unprecedented crisis within NATO. Europe chose to stand firm on sovereignty and risk economic pressure. That threat was abated after the Trump administration backed down. But Danish analysts say once an ally looks unpredictable, governments start planning for worst-case scenarios.
This whole crisis has led European leaders to begin to consider whether we have relied too much on the U.S. and whether that is viable going forward. I don't think anyone is interested in blowing up the alliance with the U.S. I mean, NATO without the U.S. right now really wouldn't be the same. What happens when we can't trust the Americans anymore? Then there needs to be a European pillar of NATO to fall back on.
Greenland is an autonomous territory inside the Kingdom of Denmark, and it already hosts a long-standing U.S. military presence.
Greenland is part of the Kingdom of Denmark, and it has home rule. It could become independent if it wanted to, but that would be a decision that could be taken by the Greenlanders alone. Greenland is already part of the security setup in the U.S., and they have, by treaty, the rights to have a military presence.
Even with the U.S. tariff threat withdrawn, goodwill has been damaged, and the Trump administration's underlying goal of increasing U.S. control over Greenland remains. In January, the European Parliament's Trade Committee suspended approval of the U.S.-EU trade agreement in protest at the tariff threat, raising the risk of renewed tensions.
So it's not just about economics, it's about boundaries, what can be pressured and what cannot. And what happens to NATO when its allies doubt each other's commitments?
And even if the Americans back off, the damage has been done. The Europeans don't trust the Americans anymore. That is my understanding.
For now, the tariff threat is off. But in European capitals, the questions it raised are still being debated. What future is there for a defense alliance when allies are at odds and trust is severely damaged? Evangelo, Sipsas for CGTN, Copenhagen.